Hi, Steve Lackmeyer here with another edition of OKC Central. Today we're with Erin Carl, Director of the Stockyards City Main Street Program. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much, Steve. I'm excited.
So today we're in the National Saddlery Shop. I don't see any saddles, though, being produced here anymore. What's the story here?
Well, the National Saddlery had been here for decades. The saddle aspect of the National Saddlery moved right down the block to what's now National Saddlery / Crossbar Gallery. But now in this space, they opened up kind of like a gift shop.
And you're seeing a nice influx of retail that really is quite valuable to a district like this, isn't it?
We are. We're really excited. We're seeing some new shops come in that actually aren't as stereotypically Western, which is kind of nice. We're kind of getting a larger demographic. Our newest shop, Stockyards Mercantile, opened up back in May. We also have a great Native American jewelry store that also opened up about 2 years ago. So we're really kind of spreading our demographic.
But you still have the old mainstays. Tell me about that.
Absolutely. We still have Cattleman Steakhouse, which is turning 100 years old next year, 2010. We've got, of course, the Stockyards themselves, which will be here forever. Rodeo Opry, which is a few years old, but has absolutely become a classic staple down here. They do local artists of country music every Saturday night. So, yeah, we definitely have our mainstays here still.
And tell me, I've been to Fort Worth Stockyards. We've talked about this before. I mean, it's such a tourist attraction there, and yet it's not a real Stockyards. What can we see happening here?
Well, here we have the excitement of actually the auctions themselves going on. This is the world's largest stocker and feeder cattle market. Every Monday and Tuesday, you can actually go back and watch the auctions occur back in the stockyards, which is something that Fort Worth does not have. You also see the true cowboys coming in and doing their shopping here at the National Saddlery, maybe at Bentley Gafford Tax. They still come down here, buy their boots, they buy their hats at Shorty's. So we have that authenticity that Fort Worth doesn't have anymore.
Now I understand there's also some improvements coming like the Gateway that are really supposed to make a big impression on visitors.
Absolutely. Our archway was installed about 2 weeks ago. Our letters are going to be going in starting the 9th of November, and we're projecting it to actually be finished by Thanksgiving. We're really, really excited about this, and it's going to kind of be our send-off into our centennial year.
Thank you so much for joining us. For more of downtown area development news, visit my blog, okccentral.com. All your latest news, weather, sports, and business news, go to News OK. And for all your restaurant listings, festivities, WIMGO. Anton Klassen and Charles Colcord were already leading Oklahoma City businessmen when they formed the Industrial District Company to seal a deal with the Nelson Morris Company in Chicago to open new operations along the North Canadian River. A $300,000 cash bonus and property incentives would be key to establishing the future stockyards. Colcord and Klassen found land south of downtown and began selling lots to raise money. A second packing house followed Morris, and Stockyard City got its start. The Oklahoman National Stockyards Company began operating as a public livestock market in October 1910. Morris and Company opened up the large meat packing plant adjoining the stockyards at the same time. The following year, Wilson opened a similar plant. Together, they represented an investment of approximately $3.5 million. The entire operation created 2,400 new jobs. In the first few years, the volume of livestock handling increased by 130%. In a city that had yet to celebrate its 25th birthday, the stockyards emerged as a major employer, surrounded by shops and restaurants, including the legendary Cattleman Steakhouse, which continues to thrive today. By 1966, the Oklahoma National Stockyards have become the sixth largest market, with sales topping $125 million a year. In 1973, the stockyards became the nation's largest stocker and feeder cattle market. Stockyard City remains active today and is home to the city's oldest library, the 97-year-old Langston's Western Wear Shop, and the Rodeo Opry Theater. It is a growing tourist attraction, with crowds being drawn to annual events including the Cowboy Christmas Parade. These images and more can be obtained at News OK.